So day two of the Triple B tour begins, and today we're riding from New Orleans up to Natchez on the Mississippi. So everything gets packed in the van, all our suitcases, make life easy. We just need to take what we need on the bike. So heading out through the old French Quarter, and oh my God, how much quieter is it of a morning compared to of a night? Man, that was a fantastic night last night. That out in the street there, and everybody's out partying. Man, it's a fantastic place, this New Orleans, I can tell you. Mind you, went in and saw a couple of bands in one of the bars there. Man, that was loud. It was so loud, couldn't even talk to each other. Mind you, can't hear anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, but here we are. We're cruising out the French Quarter, pretty quiet. A few bumps and the ruts in the road that you got to expect for somewhere with mostly gets flooded out every so often. So, yeah, pretty cruisy morning once again. It's hot already. So I dare say it's going to get pretty hot today. So yeah, let's see how we go. So yeah, we'll cruise out of town, and then we'll come across the big causeway. I think it's called the Pontchartrain Causeway or something. So it goes over the big lake. That'll be something different. Never done anything like that before. So talk soon. 20 New Orleans, you're going to come and do some of the cemetery tours. We did the St. Louis Cemetery #1 tour, and that's where the cemetery scene was for Eaglerider. The traffic's been nice and quiet for the ride out of New Orleans this morning, but we still managed to lose a couple of stragglers, so we had to pull over the side of the road and wait for everybody to catch up. So easily done. So I only got to miss a red light, get caught, and yeah, and you're missing everybody. So finally getting out of New Orleans, and we come across the causeway, the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. Now this thing is long, man. It just seemed to keep on going on and on forever. I think, what is it, 23 Yankee miles, and what are we, about 38 kilometers, just over 38 kilometers for us Aussies. So yeah, it was something different to ride across this. It was a little bit breezy on the day, but man, I'd hate to ride across it when the wind's blowing. It would just blow you everywhere, I can tell you. But yeah, it was really something different to go and ride across. Just so when you get to the middle and you're looking out, you can hardly see, well, basically, I don't think you could see any land unless you stopped and had a really good look. I believe from the middle you can see some of the taller buildings in New Orleans, but as for that, I couldn't tell you for sure. But yeah, you could look around and all you could see was water. Just cruise along this bridge. Something definitely different. You're over there and you want to do something different, hey, take a cruise across in the causeway. Yeah, just another one, tick it off the bucket list as something different, and enjoy the day. So yeah, next stop, we're going for after watching all this water, need a bit of a break and have some coffee, and then we'll head back on the road. This was a much needed rest stop, I can tell you. After crossing all that water and the bumpy road and after having too many coffees in the morning, yes, I needed that break, I can tell you. But then from there, we headed off. Next stop, get some fuel, regas up, and I can tell it's getting hotter. It's a stinker of a day. So yeah, let's see how we go. Next stop was the memorial for the Lynyrd Skynyrd band. Can never get that right. Yeah, on the 20th of October when their plane crashed. More commonly known for that song, Sweet Alabama. So, yep, not allowed to play it on YouTube unless you pay for the rights. So, yep, and I'm not going to sing it. It's pretty good. But yeah, as you can see, hot day. I got in a bit of trouble. Don't know why. Usual sort of stuff. But yeah, it was bloody hot. So yeah, you just got to go with it. So, but once again, just trying to pull out of here, man. Easier to round up sheep than what it is watching these guys try and get in the lineup. So we finally got there, back on the road. And next step, we're going to head and get some lunch. And I think it's some smokehouse that we're going to head to. So let's see how we go. Next stop, Vines 2.0, Meat Market, Smokehouse. Yeah, stopped here for a bit of a feed, not too bad. You know, have a look around, got some barbecue in there, a lot about smoking, obviously meat and stuff like that inside there. Once again, it was just too hot. We had a bite and we had a drink and forgot to take pictures. So yeah, on fire. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, we'll see how we go for the next trip. So yeah. I'm back out on the road. Got old Mike, our van driver, doing the right thing, just holding up the traffic so we can get out nice and easy. So, yep, but pretty cruisy. Traffic was pretty light. Next stop we're heading to is Illinois Central and the Bo Diddley Pavillion, where I believe the father in rock and roll somewhere around the 1950s started. So once again, part of the blues tour. Looking forward to it. So here we are, Illinois Central. Nice little parking area there to make it nice and easy. A bit of shade as well, I can tell you. I won't go astray. So when we pull up here, Jerry tells us a bit more about the history, a bit more of the blues, Bo Diddley, about Illinois Central. And gives that feedback, the storyline behind, once again, the main part of the tour, the blues and the barbecue and so forth. So excellent, good listening to. Yeah, Jerry knows it all, I can tell you. Yeah, it's good history there once again. So then we had a look around, checked out the place, and yeah, very interesting. Good old Bo Diddley is the father of rock and roll, I believe, in the 1950s. So yeah, pretty interesting place. So we finally arrived in historic Natchez, and lots of history here once again. One of those places where we only stay for the night, but if you're traveling through and you have the time, it'd be really good to see a lot more about this place and the history and everything about it. It seemed to be a stopping point along the Mississippi. So yeah, it was really interesting just to walk around and have a look at some of the old buildings. Late at night we went and had a drink, and this restaurant was actually the old bank. So yeah, lots of history there. But yeah, once again, we pulled in, I think it was the Grand Hotel, right on the banks of the Mississippi. And just one thing to watch when you're riding these bikes, if you haven't ridden the Harleys before, just got to watch that weight when you stop. It can get away on you. This poor bugger, he nearly dropped it. It was so bloody close, I can tell you. So luckily Jerry came along and helped him in the end, got him upright, and yeah, just yeah, you got to watch him, I can tell you. If you haven't ridden them before, just be aware of that weight when you're pulling up. You lose it, and not good. Done it before myself. So, but yeah, everybody I think was glad to finish the day. It was hot, and I can tell you we enjoyed the drink at the end of the day. It was so good. And after a hot day, this is an absolute cracker of a hotel to stay in. Just right on the Mississippi. Our balcony went out the front there. You get to look out. Absolutely brilliant. In the afternoon, we spent walking around, just watching the sunset, grabbing some pics, having a good old laugh. Natchez, Jazz in the Park, followed by the mighty Mississippi at sunset. Water levels very low.
Look, there's monsters coming in. It's actually moving. Have you seen it? Look.
We had a great afternoon. I was getting a few snappies, a few good memory shots there. Watching the sunset, it was absolutely beautiful, I can tell you. But then we're wandering around the streets. We come across the Pig Out Inn. And if you're ever in Natchez, you have to go. It was absolutely the best food, I reckon, of the whole tour. If you don't go, you don't know what you're missing. They're brilliant. 5-star. Got to do it. So just over the 300 k's for the day. Tomorrow we head up the Natchez Parkway. So once again, a famous road in the States, taking the Sunken Trace. Should be a good day. Come join us, subscribe. Join the journey. Catch you tomorrow.